today's class. So we're going to start off straight away with a breathing practice called falling out breath. So it's something that you probably already subconsciously do when you feel a bit irritable or annoyed. So if something really annoys you, then you probably just sort of breathe in and go without even realizing it. And that's just your body's natural response to stress and tension. So we're just going to build on that a little bit and exaggerate it slightly. It's a great practice that you can do, in a public space or somewhere like that, because you can control how loud your exhale is. So the more forcefully you expel the air from your body, the more tension and stress you're going to release. So we'll give it a go. You might want to close your eyes. It's entirely up to you. I just want you to breathe in through the nose, exhale the air out through the mouth. Keep that going. Breathing in. Exhale that stress and tension out of your body. And just allow your breath to return to normal. Just notice how that feels. See if you feel like you've released any anger or irritability, stress or tension. Lovely. Opening your eyes when you're ready to, and we're going to make our way onto all fours. So finding a tabletop position, bringing the wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We're just going to bump the hips over towards the right and then circle them back around towards the heels, then over to the left and then coming forward. So we're just making these big hip circles. If your wrists feel quite delicate, you might not want to come too far forwards and put any weight into them. Equally, if it bothers your knees or your ankles as you sit back towards them, just don't come as far back. And then we'll reverse those circles. Lovely. Coming back to tabletop. From here, we're just going to tuck the toes under, lifting the hips up and back. Find your downward facing dog. And just having a little pedal out here. So bending into one knee and then the other. Just stretching out through the backs of the legs. And you can use that falling out breath throughout this practice if you want to. And from here, we're going to make our way to the top of the mat into a forward fold. So either baby steps, a big step, a jump, however you feel today. And then we'll just bend the knees quite deeply, allow the belly to rest on the thighs. Take opposite elbows, opposite hands, and allow the upper body to sway. Maybe gently shaking out the head. Bringing the hands onto the shins, just lifting up halfway. Find a nice flat back. And then from here, just hinging all the way up to stand, nice and slowly. You don't want to get a head rush. Lovely. So we're going to be doing some quite strong standing poses today, thinking about resilience and strength. So at the top of your mat, I just want you to step that left foot as far back as it will go, and then turn your body to face the long edge of your mat. You want the front toes facing towards the top of your mat, and then the back foot is parallel to the short edge of your mat at the back. And then bend into that front knee. Coming into warrior two, so extending the arms at shoulder height. And just make sure you're not kind of leaning forwards. We have a tendency to do that. You want to really bring your center underneath you. So if that means shortening the distance between your feet to do that, then go ahead. Okay. And then really press down evenly through both feet. So you really want to press into that outer edge of the back foot. And then through all four corners of the front foot. Feel those inner thighs start to engage. One more breath here. And then dropping that left hand to the left thigh, reaching the right arm up and back. So a side bending towards our left. That lovely stretch along the right side of the body. That front knee stays bent, nothing changed in the legs. And coming back up through warrior two. And then coming forwards to rest that right forearm on the leg. Just make sure you're not dumping your weight. We want to just rest it. The left arm reaches up and over. So finding a nice side body stretch on the left now. Lovely. And then coming all the way back up to stand, you can straighten both legs. And I want you to bring the heels in, toes out. Your toes are going to be pointing diagonally towards the corners of your mat. And then inhale to take the arms up overhead. And then we're going to use our falling out breath again. So as you exhale, you're going to bend the knees and bend the elbows, coming into goddess. Exhale through the mouth. Just make sure that the legs aren't rolling in. We want to actively keep pressing them out. Inhale. Straighten the arms and legs. Exhale. Squatting low. Inhale. Keep it going at your own pace. Just make sure that as you come down into your squat, you imagine you're sliding your back down a wall. You can make this as powerful as you like. We'll do one more. Coming back up to stand. Now we're going to find warrior two on the other side now. So just turning the right foot so that it's parallel to the short edge of the mat, turning the left toes towards the back of the mat. Bend into that knee. Just make sure the knee's tracking in line with the toes. It's not rolling in. And then again, extending those arms. Press down evenly for both feet. Get some nice deep breaths. Really feel the engagement in the legs. Almost like you're pulling the feet apart, but without actually moving them. And then dropping the right hand to the right thigh, left arm reaches up and back. Reverse warrior. Just keeping your gaze wherever feels comfortable for your neck. Coming back to warrior two. And then coming forward, resting that left forearm on the thigh, right arm reaches up and over. And coming all the way back up to stand, bringing the heels in, toes out. Just like we did before, we're going to inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, release some stress. Just moving at your own pace. Last time. And come all the way back up to stand. You can release the arms down and then just heel toe your feet closer together. And then we're just going to bend the knees and come down into a squat. Place hands on the ground and then bring them down behind you and take a seat. Lovely. Just sitting right on the sit bones so you feel grounded. Release the hands to the ground either side of you. Keep the right hand down. And inhale, take that left arm up overhead. Exhale as you take your side bend to the right. Just making sure this little sit bone hasn't popped up off the ground. Either staying still or moving here, whatever feels right for you today. And changing sides. Side bend over to the left. Inhale back to center, bring that left hand over to the right knee, right fingertips go behind. Inhale to lift and lengthen through the spine. Exhale as you twist. Really isolating that twist from the waist upwards. Inhale back to center. Bringing that right hand over to the left side now. Inhale, lift, exhale, twist. And unravel back to center. Just placing the hands onto the legs now, palms face down, closing down the eyes, preparing for your meditation. Now let's return to our breath. Take a deep inhale through your nose, filling your lungs completely, and hold for just a moment. Then exhale slowly through your nose, allowing any tension to melt away with your breath. Let's do this a few more times. Inhale deeply and exhale fully. With each breath in, imagine drawing in vibrant energy. And with each breath out, release any fatigue or heaviness that you might be holding on to. Now, as you settle into a natural rhythm with your breath, I invite you to silently repeat the following affirmation to yourself. I am energized. I am filled with vitality. I am energized. I am filled with vitality. And just keep repeating this over and over to yourself. Feel the energy of these words resonate within you. With each inhale, visualize this energy flowing through your body, awakening every cell, every fiber, every part of you. Now begin to bring your awareness back to the present moment. Just becoming aware of the space that you're in. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Gently opening your eyes whenever you feel ready to. As you return to the space, carry this sense of energy and vitality with you throughout the rest of your day.